YouTube video.
It is. That's the device.
I started watching a YouTube video, so let me
Me,
see.
oh, you're crazy, bro.
Let me see.
You actually did it, I think.
Now, how do I?
Wait, drag this to see if the audio. Yeah, drag. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're actually a smart motherfucker.
Oh, okay.
All right. So that's.
Okay,
that's,
so
I got it. I'm gonna tell them I fixed it, right?
Okay. And then now let's just load up a YouTube, see if it fucking.
Take this off.
Yeah, no, but see if they can hear it now.
Oh, back up black.
Now just load up any YouTube
Right,
video and
let's
see
try
if it works.
Oh, I got an idea. We'll give them 5-second intro. Oh, they can hear us. They can oh, they can hear us.
Okay. Now, hold up, could they?
Okay.
But now,
Thank you. Yeah.
But the PC, could they hear anything that's on the PC or no?
No. Properties. Which one?
There.
Which one?
Try Astral. That second one.
Astro?
Yeah. Yep. Could they hear? Perfecto.
Okay. but I know. Uh, can't remember too many. Yeah, should be a short stream. Should be a strong stream. Like I always say, the ones that are like a little more mild. I don't lie. I say, hey, this one's gonna be mild. I don't think this one's gonna be that mild because it's Kanye West again, and he's on. Is it Lex Friedman or did I miss another one? I think it's Lex. Um, yeah, but before we start, guess I want to start this stream by saying this is our year. Like we're not waiting for the new one. The next few months, we're gonna grab every clip we need. So I said after TwitchCon, it's skyrocket time. Get me into these universities and let's skyrocket. Let's go to the band territory. Doesn't matter. I have a lot of money. And I'm gonna miss you guys if I get banned, but I'll be on YouTube. And I don't want to press the. I don't want to do that whole build up to 3,000 viewers shit. Let's go to 100,000 and just get the UCLA type clips that we've been waiting for. And I've had enough practice to where it's like I'm finally ready for the top. I'm not gonna botch it like Tate. I know exactly what I'm doing, or I'm lying to myself about optics. I think I know what I'm doing. As long as they can hear me out, which most of the time we get that chance at least. But the ruling class is gonna find me funny until I have a sword to their fucking throat. So they won't ban me. In a video game, right? I'm talking about video games. If you don't want them to kill you, make them laugh. Which is easier said than done. How can I laugh when everything is so frustrating, dude? I had a call with my mom the other day, and she's like, "What would you be without anger? Wouldn't you just be happy?" It got so quiet, dude. I had nothing to say. I said, "What am I supposed to be like my broskies or my cousins in their room with their fucking wives in a living room waiting to eat bugs?" She's like, "I just don't like the path you're going down for politics. I saw a clip." I said, "Mom, without war, I am nothing." And my mom said, "I just remember you before you were like this." Which is weird. I was always such a nice kid, and then boom, when I became angry, I stayed away from family. So she's not used to this, but yeah. One clip worried her. It was the UCLA one. She's like, "You're gonna get shot." I was like, dude, I'd feel bad for that bullet. Yeah. And that's my week. Jonzherka, why did you like getting into fights as a bouncer? So I can knock out bitches like Dunkel out. I would knock out Chads like Dunkel out. They'd just be unconscious like this on the ground, and people would be like, "Wow, John's such a nice guy. Where did that come from?" My brother always says, "He's like, it's so hard being your friend because you can walk over John for 1 year straight, and then randomly one day he'd just be like, I'm turning on you. And it's the worst day of your life." And my brother's like, "You don't give warning, but you do say, like, all throughout the year, I say, please don't bully me. Don't take advantage of my platform. Don't take advantage of me. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it." Like for a year, I do that, and people are like, "This guy's such a pussy." And then I go knock him out, and people are like, "Yeah, John needs to be in an institution." So glad TwitchCon's over because when anyone I see at this party, jump in my face, please, bro. And if you don't, I'm gonna clown you on Twitch. I'm gonna clown you on YouTube. You better jump in my face. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna counter. But yeah, a lot of phonies, dude. Yeah, the VOD will be up. I'm worried about my life, chat. That's why anyone who runs up to me to say hi, bow, get away from me. Yeah. Yeah, the Katy Perry face glitch. I don't get it. Like I don't get how it's not a big of a deal, bro. I do read my chat, but you're not subscribed, so fuck off, bro. You think I'm gonna read a primer? Oh, we're gonna prime in Zherka's chat. Bro, haven't I sacrificed too much to be talking to primes? Anyways, as of today, old Zherka's back, meaning not only am I yelling and going crazy, I will meet you if you piss me off. I'll meet you in person today, right now, anywhere, anytime. I will get banned. I don't. You can run a story that I attack you. I don't care. I didn't attack you, but I'll meet you and talk to you. And if I feel threatened, I'm letting Twitch and YouTube know I'm worried about my life, and I'm going to defend my face. So yeah, there's a lot of people who are ready. I mean, I received 4 apologies from all the wrong people. I'm waiting on others, but one of these guys is going viral. I'm gonna make sure of it. One of these guys is getting pressed on camera. I'm gonna turn on the camera in their face, whether it's Oogie, whether it's Dunkel. We're going manic, and I can't wait. I really can't wait because it's Twitch. I mean, how? It's eventually we're gonna cross paths. It's Twitch. It's such a small territory. And yeah, can't wait. We're gonna have an argument. No physical, just an argument. And then I'll turn my camera off and we'll finish the argument. I hope you can debate. I hope you're not all talk. I hope. What did that fucking Kiana's moderator say? What did Oogie Kiana's moderator say? He said, John won't look me in the eye. Yeah, I'm signaling, leave me alone so I can go talk to someone else. You're not a scary 5'10" dude, bro. Like, what? Dunkel, I don't know about Dunkel, but not even that mad at Dunkel. It's just like when I see these people in person, I realize how tough they are as soon as they get to their computer. So I'm gonna turn the camera on their face. We're gonna see what energy they bring to my stream. I'm gonna be like this. Hey, bro, say it now, and we'll have the nose to nose. Be careful though, Twitch is just waiting to ban you. No, I'm talking to admins about this, and they said, John, we know you're a peaceful guy because everyone presses you and you're not doing anything about it. Just make sure you're safe. Not like I have to avoid parties. Just keep myself safe. And yeah. If anything, these 2 viewer Andes should be careful. Twitch doesn't need them. I already proved myself over the years. Why are people bullying you, John? What the fuck? I don't know. Something about me not hosting him made him look like a little bitch. Why the fuck would I host you? No, I want to go to YouTube anyway. It's a good excuse. I think because the content I'm gonna do in the next month is all YouTube anyway. So Twitch is gone. It's done. I mean, I'm glad I milked it for a lot of dollars. That was fun. But it's done. This website's turned into gambling and e-dating, and I don't do either of those. Yeah, I started YouTube, gonna finish at YouTube for sure. I thought TwitchCon would be bigger, but none of my friends came. So I was like, yeah, that was the last thing I was waiting for. Turns out it sucked. Fuck it. Big waste of money. I'm never going to one of those again. No, I won't be banned. I actually make fun of people who get banned a lot. I make fun of my old self. I think it's very low IQ. Is Kanye with Parler? Uh-huh. I will always go to war for you. You know, that's what I want to see because I was waiting after TwitchCon to mobilize you guys. One in the chat if you'll always go to war for me. Always defend my name on every thread and comment section, no matter how lazy you are. And trust me, those names get rewarded, especially if you save the screenshot and tattle on yourself. Just say, hey, Zherka, I defended you here. We reward that behavior because really I'm going to get a lot more debatey, and you know how we're going to get brigaded when that happens. Um, and we're going to do some stuff with Steven too because my best friend on the internet turned out to be Destiny. What a fucking joke. Fucking liberal. Fuck, man. Yeah. Yeah, podcast also coming back, which is fun. I think that's the only thing I'll do here. And I gotta finish my big movie I'm making so I can die happy. Have you ever debated DGG on Flat Earth? I've debated Destiny on Flat Earth. I think it's on. I'll re-upload on my YouTube if you guys want that. Because I never uploaded that. I thought it was like I didn't think I won that bad. I feel like I could do way better today. Will you be on Train's podcast? No. Red Bull gives you wings. Red Bull just tastes good. It's actually horrible for you, dude. Yeah. No, I don't need a team of people. Let's be honest. Like every time I'm around people, it's kind of cringe. All I need is to go to college campuses. That's it. I don't really need people. Who would you rather see four streamers than me or Zherka alone at a college campus with a megaphone? Like, be honest. Well, which clip are you want to? What clip do you want? Yeah, alone. Yeah. Anytime I'm with people, like I just grow their bum ass channels and then they get away from me, their channels die and they quit Twitch. I'm like, why the fuck did I water you for a year if you're just gonna die off? Like, well, John, I just can't keep my sub count high and stuff. I don't even get like how, dude. If you're on Twitch, yeah, Zerkaholic, you understand the Stein thing. Exactly what I want. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. And it's cool because when I'm alone, I don't get banned or anything because like I'm really mature. But when I'm around people, I let their immaturity kind of ruin my optics. You know? Yeah, you, dude, you. Enough. We're done with all those fucking leeches on podcasts and shit. Now let's just have podcasts for the goal of spreading the decay of liberalism. That's the only goal I have with that fucking podcast is laugh at those SJW OnlyFans freak shows. That's the only reason I ever did podcasts, and make no mistake about that. Or else I would have gone and fucked these people at TwitchCon. I didn't do that. Zerka, and then if someone attacks you, you can sue the school. Well, yeah, that's what everyone contacted me for. Even the Republican Party at UCLA contacted me. Everyone contacted me. They're like, dude, that's a professor that got you. Like, I know, I'll be back. And really, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like, I know I have many paths, and I can even do a gaming path if we wait for those fucking stupid Among Us type shit games. But I realized like it's too late for me. I'm 28. It will be a political path. Um, those will be detours for fun and for leisure, but really it will be a political path because um, I can't turn 30 without fighting the Davos agenda and having it recorded for the legacy, right? Can't show my grandkids me gaming when I was this age. You know what I mean? And when I think about it, there is no white straight male on the right wing. They had Milo, they had Ben Shapiro, they had Crowder, they had Alex Jones, they had Jordan Peterson, considered right wing. Not really. And I realized I'm like, I'm the only channel close to that. I mean, close to that, but I wonder if it's because they get banned or it's because they all get in dresses. Yeah, I'm getting old as fuck. I have a year to get someone pregnant and then just disappear on their life and be like, yo, raise it without me. I'll be right back. I'll come back when it's of age. Yeah, no, I've realized like, have you noticed there is not to be a big, like a dissident right wing voice on the internet? It's not that hard, really, if you're kind of funny. Like, literally anyone can do it. It's just they keep getting banned and shit. But have you noticed they only allow like a Charlie Kirk, who's kind of like not a neocon, but he definitely dick ride that side of politics. There's no one right wing that's actually right wing how we see it. Have you noticed that? And I'm like, it's either because they're banning them, or or because they keep promoting like Charlie Kirk's gay best friend or Milo Yiannopoulos, or it's like, okay, if you're a gay dude and leading the right wing movement, that's kind of weird. Okay, you can be in the movement, but to lead it, shouldn't it be somewhat biblical? Shouldn't the movement be somewhat straight? Right? It's like no one's fucking bullying you up. We're saying, how are you leading the whole charge against the Bible? Shouldn't the Bible come before the character? It's fucking ridiculous. Like the Bible should be the right wing and everyone behind that. It shouldn't be Milo and what was it, Jordan Peterson, who said, I believe in God because it's no, he said this. Jordan Peterson said, I believe in God because it's pragmatically good. Bro, that's that's hilarious to say. Right? That's just like, why are you at the front of our movement? And anyone who disagrees with that kind of soft core right wing, they're not smart enough to optically stay there. Where I am, but I am also really lazy. I don't want to read many things. I don't even want to debate that much. I kind of am here to just humiliate the left. That's like what I was put on earth to do. I'm not here to fucking lead the right. That should be Trump and DeSantis and their job. I keep thinking, I'm like, besides Zherka temperament and Trump temperament, is there anyone as angry as Zherka or Trump? Nobody. Isn't that weird? Which is kind of scary because I'm like, oh shit, I have to be careful up there. And I've been suppressing my channel a long time for like wait for the right move. I got my megaphone behind me, and tomorrow will be day one of the right move. We're grabbing those clips. Destiny is also going to help. And yeah. Fuentes, yeah, not to talk shit about him, but it's almost like he wanted to get banned. You know what I mean? Like if I was dressed in a suit and tie every day, I don't think I'd be pushing the envelope every stream. Like this channel has pushed it. We've been permanently banned like 3 fucking times, but it's not like we don't learn our lesson, right? It's like, yeah. Yeah, DeSantis is a rhino. I agree. I only like Kari Lake, Italian Prime Minister, and Trump, really. That's it. Everyone else let me down, including Alex Jones. I love Alex Jones, but just the way he's going about things is kind of like he gave up. He's like, fuck it, I'm going to say inflammatory shit to get people like Zherka in trouble. Dude, we're still in the game, bro. Like, come on. Even Kanye is like, a horrible asset to the right wing. Why? I got called a liberal for saying that. Does anyone know what I mean by that? Someone said they're like, you're going soft, Zherka. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm saying that if you knew what I was saying, you'd be saying I'm going too hard on that comment. If you can't read the fucking, if you can't read the fine print of what I just said, Zherka, you're going soft for coming at Kanye. Kanye's coming at us. Okay? By the way, I've always said this. I know you guys are going to call him a cuck, but the only way you can critique Judaism is the way Chomsky does it, in that kind of temperament. You know, the problem with the Palestine-Israeli conflict is really not a two-state solution. You can't go up on the air screaming and shit. No, Chomsky's a cuck, but he knows how to critique it in a way where he doesn't get blasted. Yeah. No, dude, I was in a room with just political guys, right? Everyone I know on Twitter, we all got together and we had some beers and stuff like that. And all of them were saying Kanye's free speech Andy, free speech warrior, blah, blah, blah. And I was all quiet. And they're looking at me like, Zherka, you're the most about free speech. You've been banned the most. You've said the craziest shit. And I was like, he's not for us. He's controlled opposition. And they all flipped on me. All of them flipped on me. And then in 2 days, two of the biggest ones apologized to me because they're like, you're right. And now we're here where it just looks nuts. And I hope the Lex Fridman thing, Kanye gets it together. And because let me tell you something, dude. One thing I hate more than a lefty is a righty who won't wear the hat. Do you understand what I mean? So, no offense, but I've critiqued Jackson Haas. I've critiqued all my friends for this. A righty who won't wear the red hat, I hate more than lefties. And that means everyone on Twitch. That means all my big streamer friends. That means every single one of them. Every single friend of mine on Twitch is a Democrat because they appease Democrats. Okay? And Democrats don't ask you to join them. They ask you to appease them. Let us do our dumb shit. And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't got friends on this website. Yeah. The hat isn't supposed to be like you agree with Trump. The hat is supposed to show that corporations don't rule you, right? You're afraid of the hat, dude. You're demoralized, is what it is, right? There's no one on earth who thinks Zherka will agree with everything in the MAGA movement, right? But that hat is for the ruling class. It's for the ruling class to go, oh, fuck. Because at first, the ruling class was like, okay, Trump will give you a chance. And then they said, okay, you're fucking too much shit up. And that hat turned very red. Very based. No, sir, that is the dumbest way to look at it. The dumbest way to look at it is to prove to everyone that the left is wrong or a hypocrite or that it doesn't work. Making videos about, though, the left is just so hypocritical, that doesn't work. No, you moralize your side and the middle that's coming over. That's it. Let the left go. They're mentally ill. Stop trying to show them the error of their ways. It's been years, dude. Let the mentally ill stay there. Okay? Just leave them on their side. The whole trying to win people over is ruining everything. Okay? That's never, ever how politics went. Right? It used to be this group for it's that group and that's it. Now it's like, oh, I'm going to play middle and see if I can you guys come over to our side? No. Godless people are not coming to our side ever. Okay? Plus, are we forgetting we're the majority? Have you forgotten we're the majority, not them? It just looks like they are because of banking, finance, media, all that dumb shit. That's it. We're the majority. Our side is majority globally as well. Okay? You only feel it when people have had enough. And you're seeing it in Europe right now, the protests. People have had enough of globalism. No, no, no. I'm so tired of the war of attrition since 2016, the cultural war of attrition. Attrition means you're just going broke and getting canceled, and your side is broke and getting canceled. It's not working. Stop that, right? And really, where it comes is from the spirit of Trump. That's the only thing Donald knew is attrition. BLM riots, oh, attrition. I'm going to keep going at them. COVID, attrition. I'm going to keep going at them. Man, choose your battles. Like, select them better. Is that. What a botched way to. Like, we were so close to just fixing the world. We botched it. And Trump was never no pedo. Trump was a saint, dude. He never done anything wrong in his life ever. Yeah, so we're gonna be hitting up a lot of campuses, getting a lot of clips these next weeks, and that's why I say don't frustrate me in chat because I'm gonna be a little more cranky than usual, and I ban people when I'm like that because it's starting to heat up. I'm gonna try and get everything done before this year's over, and then next year I can't promise anything. I've got a game plan that will be interrupted with how the world goes because every January. Uh, the ruling class does something big. Like they always start their newest war on January, and so we don't know what's coming exactly after this energy crisis all over Europe and this culture war in the U.S. But yeah, I knew this in February. As soon as they went into Ukraine, I knew it's all going. It's all going this way. But yeah, and why I'm kind of. Shook is when I think of our side, watered down Jordan Peterson, it's really just Kanye on our side making us look psychotic. Are we fucked? I need to get 1 million subs fast because we're fucked. At 1 million subs, uh, at 1 million subs, I will be the best voice for our side, and I will be able to judge who's joining this side. I'll be like, Jordan, we like you, but you cry too much. And here's the beautiful thing about men no matter how smart they are, being called a pussy always works on them. For example, Dr. K was called a cuck by his chat, so he actually yelled at his wife live. Because that's how much he was afraid his masculinity was dwindling away. So all we need is a clip of Jordan Peterson saying, hey, stop crying. You're supposed to represent us. Stop crying like a fucking father figure bitch. And then, as much as Jordan Peterson will debate it and beat me and eviscerate me, he'll stop crying. When the tears come, he'll be like, oh yeah, there's that group of people in Zherka's chat that laugh at it. And really, that's what the shame game is. Because it's like, dude, the first time you cried, nobody said shit. The 40th time, now we're mad. Anything more gay than a fucking millionaire crying? It should be illegal for millionaires to cry. Right? If you're going from your shit job on a 3-hour bus ride to your shit flat and you're crying, I feel for you. Watching a fucking millionaire cry pisses me off more than anything. Fuck you crying about you got 3-ply toilet paper, you dumb bitch. That's the only commie side I have. Fucking hate them. Yeah, so everything's good. I'm showing restraint. I didn't knock out the professor at UCLA. I'm showing restraint at TwitchCon with Cringe Lords. And now I don't really have to show as much restraint. I'm kind of proving myself. I can go on a lie detector test and say, hey, for 3 years I was a good guy. And now, if you mess with me, I'm kind of done with that. So, yeah. Well, it's going to be YouTube either way. It's just, I fucking love Twitch, man. I don't mean Twitch, the platform. I don't really know anything about it. But my corner of Twitch, dude, I've never laughed so hard in my life than solo streaming with that corner of Twitch. But I know YouTube's gonna be better, more grown up of a move too. And I thought TwitchCon would change my mind a bit. It didn't. So, which is cool. Now my family and friends can stop yelling at me because they're like, go on YouTube, go on YouTube, go on YouTube. Even the people I collab with on YouTube like me more. Like when I meet YouTubers, they go, dude, you're so funny. But when I meet Twitch streamers, they go, oh, I don't know if I'm depressed or anxious. It's like a lot more lefty kind of like, if you're depressed and anxious, fuck off. How about that? Fuck off. Get out of my channel. Okay? You're going through something. It's not permanent, bro. Your doctor told you you're permanently broken? What is he trying to get you to fucking harm yourself? Your depression is a state of mind. Keep that shit away from me and get out of my chat. I'm not depressed right now. I'll jump in your chat when I'm depressed. How about that? Was it Tate who got blasted for saying that? My dad looked at me, right? My dad's like a science Andy, and he looked at me, he's like, is it true that your generation thinks depression is forever? I said, yeah, it's true. And he said, okay, then so what is the cure? He didn't say cure. What is the treatment? And I said, well, you do everything you can to minimize it. And he's like this, huh? Is there any doctor who like goes after the cure? I said, no. And he's like, does anyone talk about the cure? I'm like, certain channels say fitness, diet, blah, blah, blah. When it's about purpose, unless you're going through grief, that's different. But it's really about purpose. And you'll never see anyone talk about that. Like, if you're a man not binded to a purpose, how are you a man? Like, if you're not binded to something, like, I'll go to prison for MAGA. Not not like January 6th, I won't go there, but I'm saying, like, if they knocked on my door and said, take that hat off or you're going to jail, I'll easily go to prison for an idea. But I don't think anyone my age has that mindset. Right? So I'm like, I don't think you can be a man without being binded. You need an oversoul. You need the greatest oversoul will be the Holy Ghost. And Christianity, because I'm not going to lie to you, dude. Going through life without faith is pathetic. It is literally pathetic. I can't believe you try and find it at, going to music festivals and dumb shit like that. Like, you'll spend your whole life trying to find it, and it's like, you're coping, dude. I think the tricky part is, are you Christian now? Dude, I've always been a coping Christian who hated it. If I told you this story, it's going to sound so cringe. It's on one of my VODs of what I used to watch before I went viral and made my dreams come true and, all that shit. But I hate repeating this story. And it was, I think his name's David Lynn, the first preacher I watched. And he's the first guy who got me to pray correct. And he was debating people in Speaker's Corner. He's a black guy. And this black guy was the first door to Christ. And then I felt ashamed for, I met his disciple, I met him in person when I was IRL streaming in Vancouver. And I'm like, hey, I know you. And you're on YouTube. I said, you're a disciple of David Lynn. And he's like, yes, I am. But I forget what they are. I didn't look too much into it. Lutheran, I don't know. I don't remember the church. But anyways, it was that David Lynn guy I was watching. The black guy. And then for years, I hated if anyone of my friends saw my YouTube algorithm, they'd be like, why is it only Christian pastor videos? Like, bro, what the fuck? And I felt so ashamed because I've been programmed to think Christian is a bad word. And I'm not saying like how you guys are programmed. I'm saying like, to me, Christian sounds weak. Because they've made it such a hippie move. They made it such a hippie movement. Andrew Tate left, or if he was ever in it. And and recently I realized I'm like, dude, I'm battling semantics because this is the first time in my life I can make a strong argument for a holy book, right? If I debated the holy books, like, I'm not gonna lie, if you debate with a holy book, you look retarded. You look like you're spitting fairy tales. But for the macro points of your debate, you will win, right? For purpose, for ruling class being against your holy book, you will win there. So I'm like, I'd rather focus on the macro points than the you can't eat shellfish and shit. Um, but yeah, we'll look at the Andrew Tate thing. Are we allowed to react to that? Fuck it, we'll do it anyway. I'm not doing this shit anymore. Yeah, so yeah. Also, I don't really like to call myself a Christian because if you come slap me, I'm not turning the other cheek. I'm literally violating you bad. So I don't. I'll say this: Christ's resurrection is a fact, and that's where I draw the line. I'm not becoming like Christ at all. I don't give a fuck about that. Okay, there's no way I'm living my life like a fucking hippie because I'm not perfect. And Christ was no hippie, but I'm saying every Christian is, and I'll be damned if my movement is a fucking pussy ass watered down Christian movement. My movement will be a MAGA, hardcore Christian, hardcore Muslim, hardcore communist, MAGA communist, allied into one. And when we're done battling these fucking wretched, evil demons, then we can argue with each other. Yeah, he flipped tables. Thank you. Brought the sword. But yeah, yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I was thinking of doing a stream. I was thinking of doing a stream this week to because I debated Haas on religion offline, and I asked him, let's do it live. I'm really confident I'll wipe the floor with him, but I realized that it's just gonna sow division in my army right now. It's not the move, but I will do a stream of like we're gonna get callers on to ask me why Christianity is the true religion. Because I'm not even studying. I can give you some really strong points. I just got to get the tabs open. And you know why I feel like I'm not biased? Because people are like, oh, you're in the West, obviously, blah, blah, blah. Because if you've been watching this channel for a while, I actually went through the whole part of the lore where they claim Jesus is the serpent king. And I read all the evil first and then went back just to make sure I'm not crazy, right? And then when some questions couldn't be answered, big questions, I was like, oh shit, it's a fact. But yeah, we'll do that stream too. Like I don't want you guys to think I didn't ever look at the other sides, right? I did. Yeah. And yeah, but I also don't want this to be a preachy channel, because I think we'll lose our way if we get preachy. I think like think about it. If we're crusaders going to war, shing, we're not preaching, we're just swiping. We're swiping our swords. Like the crusaders before they were serpent worshippers, obviously. I'm kind of all over the place. What am I trying to say? What was I talking about? Yeah, no, I was saying some people in my chat, I'll reward you. Keep me on track. If you ever see me debating too much religion, it's not good for this channel because that's what the left wants is to see us bicker about that shit. And it's like, dude, they are the real they're the real seven-headed dragon, right? There's not a Jewish guy in my chat or a Muslim guy or anything that's a threat to me. The left and corporate media and liberalism is the real threat. It's not a dude who's like turning the lights off at 6 p.m. or a dude praying 5 times a day or a dude who's like, you know what I mean? It's none of those people. And I get into huge arguments with my own kind, which is so sad. It's like, and this is a right-wing thing. Like the infighting is a right-wing thing. We got to stop that shit. Right? Why the fuck you got a ring light like an e-girl? Andre, I'm giving you 10 seconds to cam up in VC and Discord in front of my whole chat right now, or I'm permanently banning you. You better look like me too. All right? And if you look like me, you better sound like me. Fuck is this shit? Yeah. Is he joining? Or are we banning? Alright, kid banned, bitch. Anyways, so we're doing Kanye Vest today. Did you guys watch it already, or? I hope not, because when I at the server and I say don't watch it, I mean it. I didn't watch it. You can't watch it, so we can have. It's more risky to do it that way, so I can't prepare a response like so that way I look more real. Is it Lex Fridman or is it another one we're watching? I think it's Fridman first. And did I miss one? Huh? Let me know how big you want it. Okay, guys, short streams but bangers. Let's push. And long streams when I get home. If I ever get home. All right. Lex Fridman. Little background about this guy, okay? All right. So this is gonna be kind of like secondhand embarrassment if I'm your streamer dad, okay? But Lex Fridman is a big podcast channel, knows Joe Rogan, knows all those guys, knows everyone in the intellectual dark web, interviewed everyone who's in anybody. And the one time he got baited by Destiny because Destiny said he's debating Jordan Peterson, but he lied to get a big viewer count for, I think it was an attack back on Keffels or something like that. He jumped in chat. And I got mad at Destiny that he lied that he's talking to Jordan Peterson because I'd left my stream for that and stuff. I really was excited to see that. And I was on a call with Steven on his stream and I said, there's no bigger retard on earth than Lex Fridman. And Lex Fridman was in the chat and he said, it's okay that people disagree with me. I like it. And then I'm like, he's in chat? Fuck that retard, because I didn't think it's the actual dude. Then I found out after it's the actual dude. I'm like, sorry, Steven, if I'm burning bridges for you. He's like, it's okay, man. He didn't really care for some reason. And then I felt bad in like a fake way. I felt phony because I'm like, he could tell I meant it. I didn't say I hate him because of his political views. I don't know anything about that. I said I hated him just because of his like lack of IQ. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, this guy is the the centrist queen, because you can't be a man being a centrist. He's the centrist queen. So yeah, that was my first phony moment of 2022 where I'm like, I kind of want to take that back. I kind of want to have reasons why I don't like the guy, not just you're a fuck. You know, I sound like a hater. Not that he knows who I am or stuff, but he just popped in at the wrong time. And then that's when I realized I'm like, the top of the internet, having a lot of followers is going to be a lot of fun for me because I always insult someone. And it's such a small internet world. They always hear about it. So I'm going to be, yeah, it's going to be fun for me. But yeah, Lex is a really good podder. You're hating hard. There's no pods like his. You're only saying that because he has your opinion on everything. You guys have like the most fucking rancid, lukewarm, boring ass opinions. Fucking, he's you. That's why you're defending. That's like me defending Tate. Oh, because he's loud and punches people. Oh yeah, I'm gonna defend Tate because he's just like me. It's fucking stupid. This is the one, yeah.
The following is a conversation with
I
Yet.
already want to kill myself, bro, in a video game.
The legendary artist, producer, and designer formerly known as Kanye West. On this, the Lex Fridman podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Based off of our connection and just
Okay, pause.
being a
I'm gonna just say it, right? Shout out Kanye, right? But no, I'm not doing donations today. Stop.
Kek donated $5. I loved that. I had to remind you it actually was Lex.
What? Why would you ever spend $5? Like, you reminded a human being something? It could have been anyone else that reminded me in chat. There's like, that's your fucking win of the day? That's your W of the day? That is just embarrassing, dude. Okay. He's actually leaning back in his chair going like, I reminded Zherka, what a fucking retard. That's what he's doing right now. What a fucking idiot. Bro, you didn't remind me. I clicked on the video myself. I didn't click your link. Anyways, I hate when people say Kanye is the fashion guy because one in the chat, if you think Kanye is the worst dressed man in the last 20 years straight, yeah, he brought back skinny jeans and Jordan 6s. Oh, wow. Bro, Kanye is the worst dressed person consistently for 20 years. Like, I know Young Thug is a Mason and he's gay and all that, but Young Thug is the best dressed dude on those interviews. The Breakfast Club and shit, not when he's wearing a dress, but if we're talking about, like, who actually always has a piece, I like Young Thug. I know he's fucking look, here, let me show you something, right? I know it's out of the blue for me to say this guy, but...
Wait. Protecting all them bitch-ass niggas in Atlanta.
Okay, that's not bad. Hold on, wait. There's a better one. Oh, Soulja Boy.
You think musically you want Teddy?
Soulja Boy is best dressed. All right, give me some names. Jog my memory. I like this one. This gotta be the greatest fit in rap history. This fit, I've made it when I'm dressed just like this. Look at this. Is that an Ankh? Oh, it's an Ankh. It's not even a cross. That's satanic. Yeah. This is my outfit for when I make it, bro. This is what I'm going to look like. See, down to the shades and everything. Like, God, rappers are so cringe. This is not it, bro. Bro, this looks like your dad after he paints the fence and gets a divorce with your mom. That's your dad's face, outfit, energy level, shoulders, shoulder height. It's like slouched a bit, or whatever you call that.
friend. I need to show you my 2 tech companies and get your perspective on it. Because now I have friends that can give a perspective. Like when I would work on albums, I had other friends that worked on albums and they would give me their perspectives on it.
You want to do?
Dude, I was talking to my aunt. She's visiting, right? And I forgot what we were talking about, divorce something. And I'm like, you hate your husband. When is your divorce? As a joke in the group call. And she's like, why would I get a divorce? Am I a whore? Am I Western whore? And I'm like, whoa, bro, like you work in high level banking. How are you not afraid to get canceled talking like that? There's like fucking 8 people on the call. We don't even know who the other 2 people are. They're just like family friends. And she's like, I don't care. And I'm like, damn, I hate being one up by a woman, right? When a woman's more toxic than me, I hate that. I go, all right, I'm going live and I'm saying every slur in the book. You know, I can go edgy too, bro.
Do this?
We are doing it. This is part of it.
This is part of it?
Absolutely.
All right, beautiful.
Oh, well, I wanted to finish. The thing is, okay, you're going to ask me different questions, but I'm about growing and building and bringing the idea to life. So when I see you, I say, oh, this guy understands how to hire engineers. Where I'm coming from Hollywood, coming from press, coming from media, all of the guys, that so many of the guys that have been like voices and faces and talking heads, whatever, have not understood how to engineer product. And that's the reason why I was able to jump past everyone in the entertainment field and become, whatever the net worth is, 11 billion. I'm going to stop putting the whole black thing on my worth. Like, let's just see where I am on the scale of life, because that's a cop out for me to say richest black guy of all time, because that's feeding into the same,
It's just a lie. Who thinks Ye has more money than Jay? Does anyone buy that shit? Jay, Mr. Masonic Political Clinton Programming Network. Does anyone think Kanye has more money than Jay-Z? Panda, 1. Extreme, 2. Cell, 3. These are fucking idiots, bro. These are retard chatters. Are you guys stupid? Bro, get the fuck out of here, man. Yo, I'm in my underwear. I'm not trying to get banned. You can see my bulge and shit. So remind me to do this. Because I get anxious streaming sometimes, and I start to sweat. Here, I'll read it from my phone. Tell me why Ye has more money. Mm-hmm. Okay. Interesting. Was it just the Yeezys? Don't bring back zirconium, bro. I had a lot of people think I'm satanic because of that video. I'm gonna fucking copyright strike that guy. Oh shit, I'm live. Oh. Yo, what did you see, bro? Okay, because I'm kind of naked. Just start.
trauma economy that Black Lives Matter feeds into. That's why I love and respect engineers. That's the only thing that we really need to teach in school is engineering. We don't need to teach history. We don't need to teach anything that is subjective. It needs to only be engineering taught in school, and everything else needs to be recessed. Nothing that at all, any forced subjective information is just to weaken and indoctrinate our species. And that's what schools do now.
As an engineer, I love hearing you say that, but to push back, history is not The interpretation of history might be subjective, but history has some facts, and they're useful to give a grounding to the way you do engineering.
I don't 100% believe in anything, any concept of the future or any concept of history, because history was just written by the victors.
Yeah, that's right.
So if I see stuff happen on the day that later that day is reported wrong, so how wrong is something reported 1,000 years ago? And why would we argue about something that's not in the now? Because that's the only thing that everyone can agree upon, is that it is now, right now.
Yeah, well, you try not to make the mistakes of the past. That's the usefulness of history, the limited usefulness of
The
history.
biggest mistake from the past that we keep making is looking at the past.
Too much, giving too much value to the past.
Too much value to the past. We are now. We are now. We are here. We are one species. We are one race. We're here. And it's time. And the leadership is changing, because you have Elon as a leader, Ye as a leader, and we're the top leaders. We're more influential than the presidents.
So you're a human being.
Yikes. Yikes, Tate. Okay. Yay. No offense, bro, but monarchs around the world, whether Europe, Middle East, anywhere really, they don't know who you are. But they sure know who Hillary Clinton is. Matter of fact, they suck her off. These are delusions of grandeur, for real. Like, are we gonna be Kanye fans or are we gonna critique him today? What are we doing, Chad? Like, are we letting that slide? Yeah, if you're so influential, how come it took you? How long was he married to Kim? Too long. 10 years. Okay. Thank you, Elmi. Best chatter, Elmi. Everyone at Elmi. Okay. So if Ye is so influential and so powerful, right, that he's a mover, a shaker geopolitically, how come it took you 10 years to find out your wife is in bed with the Clintons? A phone call a phone call away, and on an everyday basis with them, like where they're checking in. If you're so influential, you should have moderators knock on your fucking window right here and say, "Psst, by the way, your wife is CIA. Your wife is CIA. That deserves 10 gifted."
With engineering challenges before you, with stem player, with parlor, what's the hardest thing in front of you on the engineering front?
That's the first sentence that any of our species needs to hear when they're born. You are a human being with engineering challenges, and I consider challenges to be opportunities in front of you.
Yeah.
Literally, like, let me see a piece of paper. I need to write that down. That's the beginning
That's a good line.
of our new species constitution. I'm gonna do the paper like this wide. I'll put it in widescreen. This for Ridley. You
What?
are. No, let me like. You are a
Retard.
being
What is this?
with engineering
Sound it out, bro.
Or challenges.
opportunities.
He's not controlled opposition to make the right wing look retarded. And I'm not saying they're telling him what to do. They're just saying, hey, bro, hey, here's a business move. If you get on that anti-Semite vibe and then you buy Parler, you're going to be rich as fuck, because then every free speech Andy is going to go there to say Jewish people this. Someone convinced him this is a good strat. And it's like, best case scenario, Ye gets even more rich doing this and we all get fucking banned. Right? And we get arrested, put in jail. Everything they've been doing since 2016. Or worst case scenario, he's with us in prison. You understand how fucking stupid this... Like, There's a reason why Candace Owens didn't do this, and it's not because her platform's smaller than Ye's, which it is. There's a reason she didn't do this. They're sending the retard up to get slaughtered, and look at him.
I'm sorry, I don't spell as good as John Legend.
I hate John Legend.
Opportunities.
My twin brother messaged me. He's like, the reason you hate Kanye West is because you're Kanye of Twitch. Like, you go manic and burn bridges. I'm like, no, that's destiny.
And before you. I like the before because it can mean forward or before you. This right here, I've always said I'm the top 5 writer in human existence, but this right here is pushing me to like number 4 or number 3.
It's a good line.
Because who would you say is the top? It's top writer in human existence. We know who it is.
That's subjective. Who's that?
It's factual though.
Who's that?
It's like who's
Akira Toriyama, really?
the top person in tech history? It's not subjective.
I don't know.
Wow.
There's a non-subjective answer to both of those. Both of
To say objective.
those people have influenced 30% of our existence.
Here we go.
The
Gospels,
influence
right?
is the main metric
I
of greatness.
okay. One person,
Yeah.
30% of our language was the English language was written by them. The other person, 30% of the products we use was led by them. So
30%
it's
of our
obvious.
language is written by
Come on.
Shakespeare.
And who's
And
other?
then the
Shakespeare wasn't a person. This has been debunked even by people who loved him. It was 5 or 8 Rosicrucians writing under one name, so they could get a little edgier with the writings. So they could be anti-monarchy. They could just go anywhere with it. Shakespeare was way more. Shakespeare was not one person. There's like 10 documentaries on this from his lovers and his haters all agree. Shakespeare wasn't a real person.
product.
Look.
Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
Steve Jobs was a fucking retard. There, I said it. Okay? Like, Kanye, you are so stupid that philosophers who changed everything about the world is not on your top most influential, but Steve Jobs is? A CIA plant? A man couldn't even grow hair? Right? That guy? Jeez. Bro, we had touchscreen in the 90s. It's not that big of a deal, bro.
You put Steve above like Elon's of the world? Because Steve is
He's
a
passed.
designer, not he's a designer and engineer, but he's a designer, he's a visionary in the design space.
Well, I would lean to him because I'm not an engineer, right? So I'm more like.
Then you're an engineer. If Steve is an engineer, you're an engineer.
Here it is. You can tell you are coping whenever you say, I'm kind of like this guy. When men do that, they're doing the whole, hey, I'm kind of like a knight in shining armor. Hey, I'm kind of like Hercules. I'm kind of like Steve Jobs. I'm kind of like, when men do that, what they're doing is they're saying, I'm really fucking insecure where I am in life, and I'm trying to manipulate the masses into remembering me as a Steve Jobs type. Right? It's like me going live and going, well, I'm kind of like a professional UFC fighter. I've never lost on the street. Kind of like that. No, I'm not. No, I'm coping. The fuck?
Here, essentially.
He's a cultural engineer, like the people who run.
Harley Plays is in here with you. Harley's in chat. Jewish man in chat. I repeat, sound the alarms. Jewish man in chat. One to mobilize. Jewish man in chat. Jewish man. Harley, what up, man? Harley, I am here to beat up Kanye with you. Let's fucking go. I had one dude write this thing. This is how you know I don't give a fuck anymore. One dude wrote me a paragraph on Twitter. And he said, Zherka, I watched your Kanye thing. You critiqued the fuck out of Kanye and made fun of him on every single point and humiliated him and destroyed him on every single thing he said, except that anti-Semitism. You were talking about his fucking clothing line and his this and his stupid take here. And I'm like, huh, I must have slipped my mind. As an Albanian man, that must have, but today we're not letting that shit slide, bro. Today we're guarding Judaism. Let's go.
The emotions of the world and run the world off of people's emotions right now are social engineers. And social engineering is so important.
Name one social engineer. Go, chat. We got Klaus Schwab, Bill Gates. Who else? Kanye can't name one.
CD design. There's a fancier word for that. But I was in Oxnard last night to see Anthony Jeselnik, and I got
that Jeselnik guy. I've watched one of his things. He's actually funny. This dead baby jokes he does, I like that. It's like 7 years ago though.
Gotta find out what his opening joke was, because I'm doing interviews and I'm thinking I'm funny, and I like that he just kept on saying 20-year anniversary. I've been doing this for 20 years, and his opening joke was so high level, I realized that I wasn't funny. I realized that this dude is a professional at what he does. And so many things are subjective. I always talk about this. It's like, people are arguing like, is Emily Ratajkowski the hottest, person? And I'm like,
yeah, I guess she's great, but the hottest on earth? I don't know about that, bro. I mean, I'm not shitting on her. She's beautiful, but hottest on earth? I feel like Kanye does that. Like anyone he dates, he goes, yeah, so I dated this girl and she's the hottest girl on earth. Why are you trying to sell that to us, bro?
Like,
Ye loves white women. I love white women too, dude. I'm not gonna lie. White women are the only women that can, feel no shame by having 1,000 people body counts. I'm kidding. All right, let's just go.
That's such a subjective thing, but like if you go and shoot 3-pointers with Steph Curry, it's not subjective, right? Or if you go and compare bank accounts with Elon, it's not subjective. And another thing that's not subjective, porn.
What?
What about it?
Dick size. It's not subjective. You can measure.
Whoa, holy small dick cope.
But porn is more about...
Dude, let me tell you something, okay? Any dude who says size, it's bad enough when women say it, but who cares? Men who say size doesn't matter, I get what they're I get what they're trying to say, and I kind of agree, but the fact that they vocalize this shows me that it's a huge problem for them, that it's a topic they want to share publicly, right? It's like me saying Trump matters, right? That matters to me. I don't talk about dick size because it's like, but if someone brings it up out of nowhere, dick size, they're actually really insecure, right? Now, if it comes at me, that's fine. But if it's like my topic I bring out of the blue, it's like, what the fuck?
More than just dick size, and greatness is more than the size of the bank account, right? So there's a subjective.
But greatness is subjective, though.
What?
Right. So do you care about the stuff that's objective or subjective more?
That's like asking, do you care about the truth or lies more? What a fucking idiot this guy is. Hey, what do you care about more? Like, no, I'm not doing this, man. Fuck this.
Because greatness to me is what matters. The bank account comes and goes. The impact on our society, like you said, social engineering, the impact on the collective intelligence of our species, that what permeates throughout the rest of the time.
I like what you said. The impact.
What?
I'm
what are
taking
doing?
notes.
Oh,
What'd you say? The impact
on the collective intelligence of our species.
Impact on.
This is exactly what happens when, okay, there's a famous quote, I forgot who said it. He said, be careful about faking passion, because if you try and fake passion, someone with real passion comes and embarrasses you, right? So if you're passionate about being a boxer but you don't put in the work, you get knocked the fuck out by a dude who loved it and put in the work. Ye is trying to study at the age of 30, 40 years old. And it's like, dude, Candace Owens did the studying. The people around you already, even Trump, even though Trump didn't want to read a lot of the stuff they gave him, he studied on, public speaking. Ye doesn't want to do the homework. He just wants to have everyone sing his name as a base leader of the new world. And it's like, dude, that's not how it works, man. That's, like, think about it. If all the media on earth said John Zherka is the greatest fighter on earth, he can kill you with one kick, and everywhere I go, people took pictures of me because of the media brainwashing them, I would still go to bed thinking, like, wow, I'm kind of like a fraud because I never did the homework. And that's what Ye wants to be, someone who never does the homework but gets all the glory. And it's like, dude, that's fine. You can fool the whole world. Plenty of people have done that. But you're still going to brush your teeth, look in the mirror, and be like, oh, shit. I'm one of the weakest dudes on earth. Right? He wants a prize without... Dude, I don't even think he should put in the work. I think he should put in half the work because he's rich. He can get people to help him and shit. He's taking notes now that he's on the hot seat. It's too late, dude.
The collective and
When Ye is writing down the words that came out of my dumb mouth, I have made it in life.
There's a lot of people that have kind of like sat through. I wanted to wear a different color hoodie because I was just tired of seeing this hoodie in all the interviews. And there's a lot of kids that are with me. They see what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And they had to sit through all of the muck of all the previous interviews to get to this. Every interview has been just an emotional, it's just like been an argument up to this point. This is the next frontier of where our species is going to head. It starts here. It starts with you, Lex.
So this is the first time I heard you say the word engineering at least so many times, which I love hearing.
Would it be funny if someone texted, "Yay, Fridman's a Jewish last name," during the interview, and you see Kanye's face change? He's like,
So this is where you're at. You're like that newborn. You're a being with engineering opportunities.
Yeah. And we're all a newborn, because in Christianity we say born again. We're all newborns. And everyone shall, I don't like the word can. Shall, the only thing about shall is like, it kind of dictates and can kind of lets people off the hook. Mm-hmm. So I haven't found the perfect post Shakespeare and post Steve Jobs and post Elon and post Ye and post Drake way to communicate this. But we update, and we do. And what the current media structure, no, it's not actually nothing that's holding us. There's nothing actually holding us back because I'm still alive. I'm still alive. Like,
it's kind of gay, bro. Right? Who do you think you are?
They could have killed me at, George Bush don't care about black people. They could have killed me at Beyonce had the best video, but we're here now. So we just keep on leaning and leaning and leaning. And there's these things where I just think about, there'll be times when I'm at war, and every now and then when the bombs stop going off and all the headlines and the smearing and all that stuff going off, I think about my family, and I'll think about Kim, and I'll think about how,
she's a hoe. Snap out of it. It's a witch. It's a witch, dude. What kind of married woman says I'm fucking Skeet Davidson or whatever? I know girls who are not married who don't even tell their business on social media because they know it's cringe, and yet we have Kim doing it with that guy. How is it like? What line does she got to cross for you to forget about this girl, bro? You know?
King Koopa has her in the castle right now, and just on
Oh God.
Mario Brothers.
Oh God, he's got the save. Bro, he's got the savior thing. Oh my God, he thinks he's Super Mario. Oh, he thinks he has to save her. Bro, she enjoys Bowser fucking her, dude. She went, bro, Bowser didn't even like her. She just followed him. He didn't kidnap her. They're role playing. They're fucking, dude. She's getting fucked by Bowser, bro. She's squeezing his tail as we speak. What are you doing, man? I hate a man who has savior syndrome because that means he had not one homie tell him he's cringe. There's no one on his team who said, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, most people in this chat, let's think about a few years ago. I can't imagine any of my exes that I've dated, long or medium term, ever disrespecting me this much, let alone as much as like the Pete Davidson, Kim. She has kids with the guy and she did that. Like, where's the line, bro? Where do you draw the line?
You know how it is. Just go for the princess, and you get to this level, and it's like, dur, 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 dur. I'm like, I sung the song wrong.
Yeah, this is a child. This is a man child. Right?
Right? And then they take the princess again.
Which one are you, Mario?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
What's your favorite?
Which one are you, Mario? Yeah. The greatest podcast ever. Wow.
Favorite thing, the thing you love the most about Kim from a Mario perspective?
Her spirit cooking.
Looking back, was there a moment?
She's definitely my favorite of all time.
Yeah. Was there a moment that, you know, like that catches you off guard and you say, I love this human being?
So gay, bro.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the DNA is like she's a mix of Rob and Chris.
Can you explain?
Who the fuck are
that's
they?
like a really high pool right there.
Rob
Those are
Kardashian?
like two geniuses.
So okay, so like the entire of history of evolution of the human species created this DNA that created this being. There's a life there. There's a set of memories in the history that brought you together, and you're like, damn, I like this DNA.
Yeah. It's certain people have just like high DNA. Ivanka Trump has high DNA.
Yikes, he's still simping over Ivanka, bro.
You know, it's like,
How's your DNA? Pretty good?
Imagine he just shoots Lex in the face with some DNA. This is so cringe, bro. Modern day people will use any word they can, whether it's DNA, genetics, anything, to avoid saying the word soul. These guys don't believe in shit, okay? I mean, it would be hard to say Kim Kardashian has a soul, but I'm sure even she has like a spark left. It's not a flame, it's not an inferno like the Zherka one in the chat, but obviously it's like, dude, you didn't even know she's with the Clintons. Like, that means you guys were just going on regular dates and had a superficial relationship. You didn't have a real relationship.
I think we've seen that. It's been proven. I mean, but look at my mom and look at my dad. You know,
I only envy broke couples. Have you seen couples who are broke together? Their love looks so much stronger than rich people's love. Rich people's love looks like, honey, where did you go? Oh, I went to play pool with my friends. Okay, dinner's in the fridge. Okay. Just there's no laughter. There's nothing. Right? So that's the only thing I envy about, like, those broke couples who have a dog, you know? You know what I'm talking about. One in the chat.
me and my dad have a water purification center in the
We
DR.
heard, bro.
Right now, and my dad is the original Steve Jobs, and he was blocked by people around him, and people were using him and taking advantage, and not believing in his vision. My dad's the educated version of Ye.
What'd you learn about life from your dad?
And my dad got girls too.
But those are small details.
That's a big detail.
What? Imagine I said my dad got girls, bro. Who in this chat would respect me? Yo, my dad also gets bitches at his age. Like what?
that I found my dad's, Playboy when I was 5 years old. It greatly affected my motivation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that's part of the engine that drives. Yay.
Absolutely. I remember when Pharrell.
Yeah, I still remember when I was like in third grade. I came home and on TV a girl kissed another girl on the lips. And usually my dad jokes about stuff like that. And my dad's just like watching TV. He's new to Canada and all this kind of woke stuff. So he's like this, what the fuck? And he just shook it off. He's like, whoa. And he like got caught off guard. And that's the first time I heard him like look uncertain, like what's happening. Now he's used to it and stuff, but I still remember when I was a kid, I was like, why did that bother my dad so much? Because I was getting, yeah.
Pharrell was first in all the videos. And my girl was like, girls like Pharrell. And I was like, I want girls to like me too.
Funny that that's behind all the ambition, all the drive.
That's how we make people. That's how people are made.
Wow.
It's the desire to be loved. Is that
you can tell they're
at
trying
the individual level? Just
they're trying to, yo, do you agree? They're trying to go for something deep, but it's just not. It's coming off really cringe. If you want to have a podcast and go deep, where people feel what you're saying, you actually have to go to a place of pain. And whether you show you're in pain or not, people will pick up on it. So it's like if you're ever trying to go deep for the sake of it, it just comes off as like two retards with microphones.
being noticed, and also at the societal level of scale.
Well, now I've gone past. I'm like at that place where Nikola Tesla was later into his career, where it wasn't about being loved. It wasn't about sitting at the dinner parties next to Anna Wintour and stuff. It was about getting the idea across. So I have these cells.
Oh, here we go.
That are very
nice circle, bro.
And I just keep on saying Ridley Scott, but Ridley Scott has a special
Fuck it, I'm gonna say it. Besides music, I don't think Ye's a genius, and I think he's too big to fail. That's why Yeezys didn't take off for like 7 years, and now they're doing good. Like, dude, everything he does, he's too big to fail. It's not really genius level. I'm sorry. He's like taking notes on this podcast, and you want me to believe he's out there designing shit? And, come on, bro. Come on. Enough. Okay? He's carried by his music. That's it.
Anointing. It isn't just sci-fi what he's doing. There's something in there, just like George Lucas. There's something different that's there. So
this is a genius. I'm his biggest fan, but I have to sit here. It's easy for you to say he's a genius. You're in chat. Imagine being here. Everyone's watching you, and I have to be like, yeah, this is totally genius shit. He drew a circle on his coloring book. Yeah, this is totally easy for you to say he's a genius. Try and do this stream, you fucking idiot. Try and be right-winged and do this stream. Where I have to kind of like, oh yeah, he's going for something here. We haven't deciphered yet. It's like an onion. Peel the layers, bro. Come on, I'm not doing that. I'm not dick riding nobody. I don't care if they got a red hat on or not. Kanye is only a genius compared to Travis Scott. But Travis Scott's an idiot.
What are you drawing?
I'm drawing these new living cells that we will exist in. And this is over.
Oh my God.
Okay, let's do like.
It's like the DNC has got an earpiece telling Ye what to say to look retarded. Dude, if he was infiltrated by Democrats, they would still make him look better than whatever the fuck he's going for here. He's like, in 10 years, they're going to go back in this video and look at me drawing this cell. And
what he's doing. There's something in there, just like George Lucas. There's something different that's there. So.
What are you drawing?
I'm drawing these new living cells that we will exist in.
Yikes.
And this is over. Okay, let's do like. I don't like talking about money because like man-made money anyway. It's like 4 quadrillion respected dollars, and then you have other forms of currency. Of course, social currency is super important.
Hey, I'm jonzherka. I don't like talking about myself. I don't like talking about my wins. I don't like bragging. I just don't like bragging, guys. You know, man brags. I'm above the chat.
Board right now, but this is a drawing, and it's at a pretty good place now. This will be 40,000 square feet. I want to start just talking in meters. I just think we should go to anything to restore the Tower of Basel, like they said when the.
Did you hear that? The Tower of Basel. Oh my fucking god, dude. It's even a satanic take, but I'm letting it slide because he fucked it up so bad. Holy shit. Oh. Fuck. For me, I'm trying to restore the Tower of Pepper and Salt, bro. This is so embarrassing. Bro, this is it's like Ye watched 2 videos of Zherka, one of Richard Spencer, and a whole bunch of, and he got to drink a lot of alcohol with Mel Gibson. And then he said, fuck it, let's go live with a note fucking, let's fucking get based as fuck. And then now here we are at the Tower of Basel.
At a pretty good place now. This will be 40,000 square feet. I want to start just talking in meters. I just think we should go to anything to restore the Tower of Basel, like they said when the. I'm just drawing.
He took a picture of it. He's getting the likes on Instagram.
Yeah, that would help.
Lex.
Okay.
I'm starting to like Lex. Listen to Kanye.
In this room. So.
Wait, the dot is the person?
Bro, you guys want me to defend our side? I'm not. Dude, I'd sooner fucking subscribe to Hassan Piker than defend Napoleon Dynamite over here. Oh my god. This is hard to watch.
Yeah. I'm saying it's 40,000
He should have just done a Star of David. Get the thumbnail.
square feet. But that would be like.
What are the other parts of the cell?
Okay, so it's a screen. It doesn't go all the way to the top, and it's one hole for light. But the water and the light and air all come in from the top. So that's like the mouth, and then this is the belly button. We're God's iPhone. We're His greatest creation.
Yeah.
So this is all connected? These are all connected?
Yes, I'm drawing how these other cells go next to each other.
What's the vision here?
I guarantee you, with all of God's power, one in the chat, if you believe in God's power, when God replays Kanye's life to see where he fucked up and not, I guarantee you, even God will cringe at this moment and say, can we skip the Lex Fridman part and you comparing your, the cell you drew compared to, comparing my greatest design to an iPhone and all that. I guarantee you, God's gonna be like, I can't do this part, bro. Let's just skip. I'm gonna do it though. I'm gonna suffer.
Happiness. Then we talk about what's the motivation? There's a motivation somewhere in the back of my mind of my family. And if it's like where Moses smithed the rock and God didn't allow him to get to the promised land.
Bro, look, I'm gonna get a lot of haters saying this, but what the fuck is up with Christians they're always telling me a story about Moses or Joseph or this guy or that guy. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck about anything besides Christ? It's like, if you're gonna quote the Bible, why don't you just go to Christ or shut the fuck up? Who gives a fuck about anything else, really? Because we're at a point where the least quotable is Christ, and then every chance people get to go live and platform Christianity, they'll go Moses. I don't give a fuck about Moses. I don't give a fuck about none of them, all right? We care about Christ, and that's it. And you get 10 million followers, and you start, well, you remember the burning bush? Nobody gives a fuck about the burning bush, bro. And it's like, dude, sometimes I think it's like he's trained to push people away, right? He's trained to push people away from Christianity. It's like, enough, bro. All right, Christ is the greatest magnet in the book, and then he's never talked about. What do you use your platform for, bro? Give a fuck about any of that other shit. And I remember when I was young, I would always turn away from Christianity because of all the extra noise. Who cares? I never had a problem with Jesus, but I had a problem with a lot of the other stuff. And I just realized now it's noise, bro. Just delete the noise and go right to the source. Like, stop.
Because the promised land is family. That is the problem. That is earth. I mean, that is heaven on earth is family. Family is heaven. That's the promised land. And for your family to be.
Zherka, Christ also says don't use profane language. Dude, Christ says turn the other cheek, and if you slap me, I'm punching you so fucking hard, your ancestors will feel it, dude. It'll feel like 3 punches in one. Right? I'll hit you with the Trinity Falcon punch. What channel do you think you're in, bro? This isn't fucking Bible study, you little bitch.
Together. So say I smite the rock and God doesn't let me have my family back. My mission in life is still to.
How can you get your family back when they are Satanists who do spirit cooking and dress up little kids to twerk on TikTok? You have a bigger problem you're facing than getting your family back. Your family is, even if they were pure, they would be surrounded by evil. Like, my dude, this isn't about getting your family back anymore. It's bigger than that, okay? You had 10, 20 years to do that. You didn't give a fuck.
Promote families at all costs and make families' existence easier. So you take this thing, you put a localized farm, say if it's in a community, that we do localized growing, and then we partner with Big Pharma. And
there it is. There's the sellout shit. Every interview he has to do the whole George Soros, you gotta talk to me, bro. Yo, Big Pharma, work with me, bro. I'm trying to be a part of the billionaire class for real. I'm not trying to be into like, 2 billion fashion designer. I'm trying to be like a Bill Gates type guy. Dude. And Kanye, here's why Kanye, you should just quit on your goal of being an elite. Okay? Since you're so in love with them. You have to murder a lot of people to get the kind of respect those guys get. Do you know how much of your competition, even if it's not your competition, they're just building up their businesses that are slightly against yours, you have to be a high-level murderer to be up there. Yay, you don't want to do that, bro. Like, do you know how, like Trump, right? Trump's like, okay, I'm doing the Game of Thrones. I'm playing the Game of Thrones. And so he played hard. Kanye, you cried about an abortion topic. Like, you're not cut out for the game of power, dude.
On and say, hey, you're actually going to make more money by making better food. Because at the end of the day, you want money right now. It's like everyone knows that between the pesticides and between the medical industry, and especially America, that we're keeping people sick.
It's not about money. They can print as much as they want. They add pesticides to the food and push real farming away and monopolize everything through government for a reason. They hate us. They hate us and they want us weak or dead. You're missing the whole point. It's not about money, you fucking dumb free market limited government retard. You're the worst part of our movement. Like, how can Ye, if I went up to Ye and I said it's a battle of good and evil, he'd agree. And then he'd go right back to talk about money. As if evil gives a fuck about money. Are you crazy? They're farming souls. Where are you going? Don't do that joke.
And we know that McDonald's makes food that kills people, and Coca-Cola selling sugar water and all this. Like, just in case I haven't pissed off enough people in power.
Yeah.
Okay. So
you're gonna piss off the sugar anybody that's powered on sugar. Yeah.
Sugar. What's the Health was actually a documentary on sugar. It wasn't about how bad meat was. It was like a reverse documentary on sugar. I don't know if you call it a reverse, like a sub.
Here's how you fix society, all right? Put Zherka in power, mandated trenbolone acetate for every 21-year-old, and mandatory Bible classes, like even after high school, right? Even if you leave college, you still have to go once a week, okay? It would be mandatory. Everyone would be like, Jesus, Jesus, bro, I'm fucking Jack, Jesus. You would want to fuck with those people, right? As soon as you turn to them and go, what about hormone blockers for kids? They go, what'd you say? What did you say? I'm on hormones, bro. You don't fuck with me. Like, you couldn't fuck with that movement, bro. Even if it's like a small movement, everyone would be like, okay, bro, you ruined politics for all of us.
But if you watch it again, when they show sugar in it, it's just the sugar looks super clean.
Wow, bro.
Yeah, it's just
So
like,
as I state these things,
Sugar.
I know I have protection. If I have God's protection, that's why I'm here to this date, right? So
You see God? God right now is like, No, he's like, I got you, bro.
it's for me to have this platform and express exactly what I feel, because it's kids out there, right, that it's kids that are going to save the world through engineering and through facts. And
Zoomers are gonna save the world. Moon landing believers, engineers are gonna save the world. Wow, great. With what? With Minecraft?
and I've got to download as much of the information and
Bro, you're
as
40.
much
It's too
of
late.
don't be afraid to state your facts is the biggest thing, because the world is being ran by fear. And that is, no, actually God runs the world, but there's just like little cloud, this patina of our ego that deals with the money and the car and the girl we're dating and all this in the clothes.
There it
we're wearing,
is.
spending too
There it
much on
is.
clothes and a lot of stuff that I've been involved with promoting. So now what I'm promoting is, you have the idea, you say it out loud, like if you had Tourette's, say your truth out loud. If you hate Ye, you hate me, say that out loud. Say whatever you feel out loud. Like you say it non-violently, non-violent. Non-violent. I have to say that, like, as you know, as
What are
a
the-
shout out
oh.
to Alex Jones, and Trump, where they try to say that when they say their truths out loud, that it's inciting violence. So let's be like really clear. I'm saying that they have criminalized free thought. I hate when people use they, like they gets the blame for everything, right? It's always they.
yeah.
Oh, who the fuck is they exactly?
The problem is they is us.
Yeah. Well, I love that. What we need to do.
Holy mega cringe. They is us.
Is turn I to we, so we take the responsibility, and turn they to us, so we take accountability
Wow.
to us.
That's it. That's it. You solved it. You fixed the world. All right. Good job. One in the chat if we're done here. Give everyone a pat on the back. We're finished. We got it. Needed a notebook. 2,000 years, and we didn't realize all we needed was Ye and a fucking notebook and a cum-filled hoodie.
I to we, and they to us. And that
I kind of like that Trump called this guy Kanye crazy, because Kanye ditched Trump. He wore the hat, and then he said, no, actually, I can't support all that. Well, why'd you pussy out, bro?
that relates, it's a language at the same time. You're seeing the language of our surroundings. You're seeing the language of one of the things, okay, let's go back to the cell explanation, because
Here we
I'm
go. The
also
cell. Yeah, what is the
doing
mitochondria, bro?
What's that thing when Elon just put all the information in the open and people could figure out if they could figure it out, and open source?
Yeah, open source.
So I'm open sourcing this idea right now, so that, engineers and anointed people, anointed beings can collectively contribute to this to push our species forward. So where I've got to with my research is that there will be a hole at the top that allows natural light.
Zherka is Jewish. 1,000-year ban. You're getting a 1,000-year ban till the Moshiach Messiah comes back for my people. Do you understand me? I'm kidding. Listen, dude. Listen. I'm an Albanian. And let me tell you something, okay? Free Palestine. That's all I gotta say.
Natural air, and there's a constant water system, so it becomes like a water city where it's a constant flow that's not, it's regenerative, it's not wasting the water, and it's just a constant flow. So I put the toilet really close to where this this
What are we talking about? Ludwig's toilet now?
I don't want to call it a wave pool, but in the pool the water is not still.
So that
What?
exists in water,
Yeah.
surrounded by water.
Well, the living room is you have two rooms. You have the dry room, which people would call the living room before, and then you have the wet room.
How's it a source of happiness? What is broken about our world today that gives you in terms of the pursuit of happiness, which is one of the things
Well, all of our
in the
buildings,
previous Declaration of Independence?
all of our buildings,
All of our problems come from mainstream media, national security apparatus, and CIA. Okay? It's all of our problems because guess what? All three of these are anti-American. Okay? And guess what? When America's doing good, and I'm talking about not good like endless wars in the Middle East. Nobody gives a fuck about that neocon shit. We're saying if China can become a geopolitical superpower with no huge wars, right? Just industry, why can't the Americans do it? Of course they can do it. Why always shortcut with wars? Enough of that shit. And it's like, dude, there's not one institution that's pro-American, right? I don't really consider the MAGA thing big enough. You know, it's really suppressed. It's banned everywhere. I wouldn't even call it an institution anymore. Now it's dark MAGA. It's like underground. That's what this channel is.
things are based on just the industry and the economy. And then people lean into what people are used to seeing. Like what we think is attractive, because then you go back to the, women who give life. So everyone wants to be attractive to the attractive. And that's
What?
the reason why the media goes and gets, Bella Hadid, Kim Kardashian.
Fuck it. I don't care if I'm getting banned. Every channel, no matter what political views they share, all have a problem with society and can't say what it is. And it really comes to when women started working. Everyone has the same problem. No one wants to admit it. When it used to be about the family and the woman was raising the kids and the man at work, really, all these problems didn't exist. Okay? I'm saying for the black community, for the white, for Jews, that's really it. As soon as there was a tip-top turn on masculine feminine, we all of a sudden have anxiety and depression and blah, blah, blah. You're all complaining about the same thing. All right? You're complaining about something that worked for thousands of years. We tried your progressive Obama cringe lord system. It didn't work. We tried it with the pedophile Biden. It doesn't work. We tried it. We tried this retard version with George Bush, neoconservative fucking warhawk version. It doesn't work. The only thing that works is putting America first and keeping them out of foreign wars. That's the only thing left to do. I'm not saying to try. If you don't do that, you'll see the decay of the US, which means worldwide calamity, not just in America, right? Think of Brexit, how it had a big wave effect around the world. It's going to be like that, except way worse. And number two would be fractional reserve banking. That's unconstitutional, and so is the Federal Reserve, right? Matter of fact, even how the Treasury changed in the 1960s is unconstitutional. But it's like one thing at a time, And really, it starts with media. When you turn the TV off, you have a better chance at saving your family. But John, I don't want to be like an Amish guy with no technology. And bro, if you keep that TV on, your daughter's going to be on OnlyFans and your son's going to play Minecraft all day. You're fucked. Their religion will be commercialization of whatever Fortnite or whatever is popular. And if they become successful, they can only go as far as having